hi, how are ya? I am JadeFox Unfiltered, and welcome back, JadeFox. Man, I've been trying to give y'all this video for a few days now, but you know, life happens. I'm just living it up down here. Still. Yeah, I know y'all saw that sneak attack that Smokey from the PJs did to Paris, you know. And, you know, he really thought he was slick. But I'm glad I wasn't the only one who picked up on what the hell went on with that. You know, even I felt bad for Paris. I'm like thinking, damn, it had to be all that. And, you know, Hoezel likes to take all these dumbass digs at people and shit. You know, bitch, I saw the dumb shit you like to say about me. But no matter how you think I look, but at the end of the day, you know, even though Paris is never giving girl, he gave more girl in that motherfucking video with you than you did. So I like asked some people, I said, y'all got 5 seconds to choose, voice be damned, out of which person in this video is the fucking girl and which is the boy, bitch. And they all said that you were the boy. So, bitch, you need to go work on that. Don't worry about my hair or whatever the fuck, you alien wop-shaped head bitch. Like, I'm just saying, you know? So, anyway, yeah, so, like, you could just read the dynamic of how, you know, this bum-ass bitch really feels about Paris, because, like, when Paris was trying to, like, basically say, you know, what he needed the platform for, just say, hey, you know, I'm going to be on, you know, this platform, I'm going to do this, you know, was trying to make his pitch, and your friend just lost his platform, you know what I'm saying, that he's been having for like 7-8 years. Look at her demeanor. It's like she was unbothered. Like, she didn't look up at the camera once. She didn't give a fuck about what the hell Paris was saying. Like, Paris was really in a bad place, as anybody who would, you know, but he put himself in that, and she was just very unbothered. So basically, she also said this.
Paris Harley, she has some things that she wants to say. I am allowing, well, not even allowing, but she reached out to me and asked me to use my platform. And of course, I'm going to say yes, because she supports me in a lot of my...
All right. So, which also leads me to this.
Did you reach out to Ashley to see if you could use her platform, or was that not an option? Did you just not want to go that route, considering you've been taking up for her this whole time, and that is pretty much why this is happening to you? Like, is this... I'm always going to open my doors, especially since...
Yeah, okay. So you just asked Paris, did Ashley reach out to him? But previously you said that he had to reach out to you. So you want Ashley to do something you ain't even fucking do yourself. So when that man lost his platform, lost both pages due to stalking, harassment, and all the other fucked up shit that he did, but that's your friend or whatever, you didn't want, I could understand, you know, like waiting, you know, a few days or something, like, you know, a day or something, and, you know, because you ain't trying to be nosy, you want him to process everything and this, that, and the third, but you didn't reach out either. So Paris had to reach out to you to ask you to use your platform, okay? And you did a sneak attack. You were, you know, trying to be like, okay, well, I'm not going to tell him that I'm going to ask him this. I'm going to ask him this on the spot, and he going to throw Ashley under the bus. But you had another thing coming. Listen.
I believe it would have been an option, but I didn't ask her. I didn't say anything because I don't know. I didn't even think to ask her. I didn't, she wasn't my first go-to when it comes to this.
I mean, aren't you tired of that? I mean, you are dead ass jealous as hell of Ashley, but every time you try to throw this girl under the bus, it's like, you know, people always clack you down for her. Like, and you keep trying. You keep trying. No, bitch. I feel like Paris is not your real friend. I feel at the end of the day, Paris went to your duck ass because Ashley is the real friend, and because she didn't want to put Ashley's platform in jeopardy if it would be, because that's damn near like aiding and abetting a fugitive. Like, he was kicked the fuck off of this platform for discussing Keisha Kaylee. And what did you do? You let him come on your platform to discuss Keisha Kaylee in any way. So maybe he didn't want to do that shit to Ashley. He didn't want to jeopardize her because they're in it for the long haul, and you're just in it for if he can't get to fucking Ashley. I mean, look at everybody that everybody prefers their other friends or other people over you. Like, when they're with you, it's like they seem dreadful and it's all bullshit and it's stupid and it's crazy. But when they're with each other and other friends, it seems genuine. They're laughing, they're happy, they're this and that. You don't give me friends with anybody's vibe. You don't give, you just basically something that I feel he probably just needed to use you right quick for the platform. He didn't want to jeopardize his real friend. He can't, she's a, her son is a pastel, not legally, but you know, her son is a pastel and that's close to Keisha. He's going to need Ashley way more than the fuck he going to need you. You about to be out the door because they co-parenting anyway as we speak. So there will be no need for you and your dry ass mammy and your people to keep this little boy and to use him for fucking clout. You fucking weirdo. And then you said something about it looked like I feel like I need friends, but what the fuck are you doing? Like, you sitting there. First of all, Mama Fox would never. If a bitch don't like me, we're not keeping her kid. You didn't know that kid for nothing but a few months or something like that. You had no attachment. It's not like y'all were best friends for 8 years. That could be hard to do. But that you knew him for a few months. Oh, we just love August. We love August. No, that's giving me you want friend vibes. You really want to be this girl's friend. And you're getting aggravated now because you see she's out having fun, doing shit with Styles, doing shit with other stuff, and doing shit with Paris. You know, I mean, it's virtual, but still like that. So no, bitch, you're always a bridesmaid, never a fucking bride. People prefer other people over you, bitch. So don't ever try to get Paris to try to turn on Ashley. If it would be, it wouldn't be for you, bitch. So try again. Okay? Okay. All right. And then he also said this to Paris.
Because they may consider your channel being gone a win. You sometimes may have like, you know, sidebar conversations with yourself or like have a little moment and feel like you lost. But baby, when I say that I don't think that that's a lose, I think that that's a lesson. It's a lesson learned for everybody involved on this platform because the things that we put out here is what you tend to get back. And that's just, that's just how it is.
Is that kind of a low-key dig at him? Because you said, okay, you get out, you know, you lost your channel and all this other shit for the greater good and all this other stuff, and you get back what you put out there. So did you just basically tell him, yeah, you've been stalking and fucking with this girl for a year, you deserve to not have your channel? That's the last thing that, or anything close to it, that somebody who has lost their entire platform would like to want to fucking hear. And I personally, this conversation wasn't supposed to be in front of us, but damn, that was a blatant dig. I wonder if Paris picked up on that, but you know, he didn't get out of high school, but you never know. Okay. All right. So also said this.
Face is on a thumbnail, you're getting views. Let's be clear. If Paris Harley's face is on a thumbnail, you're getting views. Let's be clear. I
mean, you really giving narcissist vibes. Do you really believe that? Do you honestly believe that? And who talks about, not many people talk about you at all anyway. Like, if you literally have to package orders and talk about Keisha just to get people to watch that fucking shit. Like, what you mean? You know, everybody really wants you to go away. Lipstick Alley dragged the fuck out of you. Like, you are done here. You are the fuck done here. Okay? Okay. And also this.
That's what I really want to know. Like, I did not even tell you I was going to ask you these questions. I wanted to get your honest reaction. I wanted to get your honest opinion in front of all of our supporters, because at what point is it going to be enough? You are extremely talented. We do not have to get on here and talk about this heifer all day. She is.
Wow. Okay. So basically, true friends wouldn't do that shit. Like, let's say, I don't want to even bring that up, but yeah, true friends wouldn't do that because, you know, he's in a fucked up state. He could very well say something that could basically get him, you know, really, really super banned, never to come again to YouTube. Like, no, it was supposed to be some type of rehearsed type of shit. What the fuck you mean you needed a genuine reaction? That was supposed to be your friend. That was an ambush. So you were like, I didn't want to tell you these questions. So you got the fuck on the phone with this nigga. You knew you wanted to ask all this, but you were like, no. I'm not going to ask him this, even though it's important, even though he really looks like he needs to hear this shit right now and not when we go live or none of this other shit. Like, I'm just going to wait because I'm going to try to get a bag off of it. I'm going to try to get content off of it. And this is basically you saying not to do this, not to talk about Keesha to get a bag, but it's what the fuck you did. So that dude could have said anything that could have made him look fucking stupid, and you set him up for that instead of like coaching him and doing all this other shit. That's not a good friend. So with my like let's say with Mink Bob D, hey girl, like when D, you know, lost her platform, okay? So as a good friend, we had a bunch of, you know, we were talking about all kind of shit behind the scenes. And what did I do as a good friend? I didn't bring D to this platform and be like, yeah, let me do this. Let me ask you questions. No, I did whatever, you know, I felt D needed or what D felt D needed. Like I put out a video. I did a reaction to a video that she did that was highlighting some of the shit that she got kicked off for, you know, like being somebody saying they was going to try to kill her and all this other stuff. And I put the video on there. I learned how to do it. And that's what I did. So, I was like, listen, it's this video, child.
On the platform and allow this woman to make terroristic threats. I know.
So I was still trying to learn how to do reaction. I don't know what went wrong with that, but I did that, you know, because it seems like, you know, she needed that. Her fans, you know, wanted to see that. And, you know, I also, you know, her last video, she fell asleep on, you know, her very last live to where she couldn't get her voice out there anymore. She fell asleep on it. And what I did was, you know, I took that whole live. She sent it to me. I did it again. So people who missed it because it was deleted, who really wanted to see it, I just did it again. You know, just told me how to go live and how to do this. And I held it down, you know, going live, you know, and played with our fans and kept them entertained and had fun and all this other stuff until she came back. And then, you know, you see I rarely go live, you know, because live wasn't my thing. So that's being a good freaking friend, not trying to ambush nobody and tell them, oh, yeah, you know, I wasn't going to ask you that. But then Paris turned around and said this.
Consume yourself and make your platform and build your new platform off of whatever that they have going on, because you have a lot to offer. And it's more than just talking your shit, because we can do that all day. But who is Paris? Let's just get for 2022 figure out how we can gain the momentum around. Actually, just like
you know, Hoezel said this. I thought I was gonna go to the next clip, but it was this. So, okay, so you're saying like for your new platform, basically don't do all of this when this is how you make your money too. So at the end of the day, you know, before, you know, I ain't gonna say that, but you know, Paris had a bigger platform than what you had and still did and all this other stuff and more engagement. And no, you were the weakest link. You were the weaker vessel. Like you were actual friends with Ashley, which would put you closer to Keesha, and you still didn't get the numbers that Paris got on the platform or anything. And Paris was not even, wasn't that close to the situation, bitch. You a whack. Like they didn't even want to follow her friend. So no, you flopped on that situation. You really did flop. So you can't give Paris or nobody else any type of, you know, advice on what the fuck they need to do with their channel. Don't talk about this, blah, blah, blah. You don't need to talk. You can't tell nobody what the fuck they need to talk about. This is who Paris is. You know, he stalks Keesha. Like, it just is, you know, that's crazy. Also ask this question.
Who is Paris Harley? What's your story? What are we going to talk about? Because it's kind of hard to decipher who's really in the wrong, who really the fool is when both you and Harley go at each other every day about the same stuff.
So you want the answer to that? I mean, I could tell you. I mean, I thought it was obvious. Let's see. Paris Harley. Paris Harley is he has like kind of, you know, he has certain friends, but he's basically antisocial, a gaming nerd, has an embarrassment complex, what you did was very bad for him. He likes his privacy. He's very, very big on privacy, as he won't still come out and all the way talk about what dangles between his legs. Like, if you knew Paris Harley or knew Paris Harley types, you would know that this wasn't a good situation for Paris to be ambushed and for you to sit there and say all this other shit. Like, he's a very private person. You being a personal friend and all this other shit, how the fuck would you not know that? And he said this before. So when people will ask him why he don't say shit about himself, he'll say, well, you know, my parents didn't want to come on this platform. My people didn't want to do this. This is not the nature of my platform, me talking about myself. He doesn't like what you did. I know he gonna kiss your ass and say you did, but that wasn't good for his personality type or for whatever it was. So Yeah, but you didn't give a fuck. You was too busy trying to ambush him. You thought you was gonna get gutterflies, and them bitches dragged you the fuck down. And I guess you flop by now. You ain't gonna sell nothing else. Anyway. So, oh yeah. Wait. Yeah, and then he also said something about they don't know who's the fool and who whatever. So you basically just took another dig. They don't know who the fool is in the situation because this and that. That was very mad disrespectful, and it was fucking crazy. I don't know who you think you are. Like, oh my gosh. But anyway, and you use every chance that you get to talk about Keesha. So Keesha, or you'll put like D on Instagram and all this other shit just so you could sell shit. You can't eat without bitches on this side. That's weird. Anyway, next. And Paris gonna say this.
I appreciate that you didn't tell me, because like, you know, we have these type of conversations behind the scenes all the time. So when I was talking to you, I was kind of surprised that it didn't happen. You was like, okay, well, we'll talk later. So I guess I should have expected it.
No, he don't.
But
no, he don't. But at the end of the day, you put him in front of everybody, and you ambushed him. So he didn't want to curse you the fuck out, and I'll get into why. And you know, you still have some value and all this other stuff. So what was he supposed to say? He's supposed to be like, oh yeah, this was this and this. It's like that. No, nobody appreciates being ambushed. Like, y'all were literally on the fucking phone, and you could have said that shit on the fucking phone. But you made sure to not say that shit on the fucking phone so you can make a bag off of it that you had to delete because you got fucking dragged. And you saying us over here on this end, we reported the video, yet D was on live with the video. No, we didn't have time to, nobody had time to do that shit. Report it for what? Paris was looking the fuck stupid. No, it was cool. You should have kept it up. Okay. And so also, oh wow. And he said a lot of this.
My makeup off. They didn't
exactly like they can strip you back down to whoever they fucking called you, like, baby.
Again, like, and he said it a few times in a few different ways. He would always say, yeah, whatever they call you. And you know, we call him the man that he is. And you know, he's really, really sensitive about his gender. So why do you keep bringing it up? You bring it up like 4, 5, 6, 7 times, whatever they say you are. It don't matter what you do. If you go to Mac, he doesn't like to talk about that. He doesn't like to talk about that. And you being his friend should know that. You're not a good freaking friend. Maybe it's just Aquarius energy, or I'm just a great friend. But being a good friend, you should be able to read another friend. This is something you should have known about Paris. But you kept shining a light on it. You kept shining a light on it. Like, and he don't like to talk about the shit. So we know what the fuck we call him over here. He knows what the fuck we call him over here. We know what the long running joke is, bitch. For you to keep saying it, it was just tacky as hell. It really was tacky as hell. But I'm gonna keep saying it because I don't like the bitch. So, you know, you expect me to say it. You know what I'm saying? Boy. All right. All right. And this.
Why people are like starting to get frustrated with you and why certain things.
Yeah. Who knew that? Who knew that? Who actually knew that? So you told the world this is why people are getting distracted with you and all this other shit. So once again, that was TMI. So you basically brought this man out there and just highlighted all of his faults. Basically told him, you know, you too old. Don't be talking about Keesha, even though that's what you're known for. Don't do this. We're above this. And then you can notice in my previous clips that in order to say this, he had to stroke Paris's ego to make it look like he was doing Paris a favor or being nice. So basically saying this shit and then coming back with, oh, but you're so nice and you're so talented and you're so pretty, so that it could be easier to digest. When in all actuality, he said the same exact shit to Keesha, said that Paris is too obsessed with the situation, said Paris was a fucking liar, said Paris was, you know, he ain't like Paris. You see the clip. You see it. Y'all read it. Y'all pause and read it. All this shit about fuck Paris. Paris ain't his real friend. Ain't her real friend and all this other stuff. So this is shit that you have said to an adversary behind his back. And now you're saying it on a platform with his viewers and shit to make him look stupid. And anyway. So yeah, that was bad. And so this brings me to this.
Yeah. Too, is, you know, last year, the real reason, not the fake reason they made up why I got off the internet. Only you and Ashley and a couple other people knew the real reasons why I had to keep getting off the internet last year. And I'll never forget how you were there for me during like the toughest times when stuff was really going on in my life. So thank you. I'll always be in your corner for that. Like, I don't care what happens, you know, like that meant a lot to me because it was very traumatic, as you know.
Yeah, it was. And we have made it through, and there are other things in the horizon.
Yeah, so he said, you know, thank you for being there for me. And thank you when I was going through something, when I was out of commission for a few months ago, and you know, you knew what I was going through. You were really, really there for me and all this other stuff. And he said it on another platform too, that Hoezel was there for him. But meanwhile, not long after that, said fuck Paris and all this other stuff. So that makes me wonder. Now, y'all saw what I saw? You see how I just laid everything out? Now, Paris is a dumb hoe, but he's not the dumbest bitch in the world. And, you know, he's a gay male, so they know they know shade, and they know sneaky shit when they see it. They're very literate in shade. So you really let this this egg-shaped head bitch like bring you on a platform. You had to ask to get on and sit there, and obviously it was obvious, because if it's obvious to me, it was obvious to other people, but he can't really see it. So I think that Paris sees it, but Hoezel also has him in some type of chokehold. So, you know, Paris allegedly has had like a lot of evictions and all kind of other shit on his credit. So during that time, he was probably getting kicked the fuck out, and Hoezel probably gave him some money or something like that. Because why would you let somebody do you this way? And you know him better. He's shady. You knowing what the fuck it is. It was shade all around. Literally brought you out on this fucking platform, dogged you the fuck out, told you basically you too fucking obsessed. It's good for you. You need to move on. It's consuming you. You fucking crazy. And ambushed you and did all this other shit, and Paris don't see none of it. So that means it seems like he needed Hoezel for something. Like he really needed Hoezel for something. Like Hoezel, he either owes the bitch some money, or then told Hoezel something that, you know, he can't get out of, because there's no way that Paris is this dumb. It's no way. And so, like I said, with the eviction things and all this other stuff, I think that Hoezel gave him a few coins. It probably wasn't even a lot, or did something, you know, to where you're like, okay, well, I'm forever indebted. I'm forever indebted to a bitch that just dragged the fuck out of me and basically told me I'm obsessed and all this other shit. Or maybe he's being a good freaking friend. So maybe, you know, he's a good friend to Ashley, and he's like, okay, keep our friends close, but our enemies closer. So remain friends with Hoezel, so you could basically see what's going on with my son. Because he probably coming back. He probably like, yeah, girl, I'm not going to go back and tell Ashley what you said about her son, or what you said this, that, and the third. Probably telling him all of that shit. He's going back and telling Ashley like, yeah, man, this fucking alien shaped head bitch told me this, told me that. So maybe, you know, like I said, he's enduring that for Ashley, because Ashley's his good friend. And he said that basically, you know, Ashley is not that type of chick. And I understand Ashley's not that type of chick to be all fighting and all this other shit and trying to, you know, help you with that. Ashley's not the girl that you go to for that. And I agree. Ashley seems docile and all that other shit. She seems sneaky and she do sneaky shit. But Ashley, you just know you're strong friends, and you know the ones that are weak. And Hoezel been knowing Ashley longer. You know what I mean? So you knowing that this is not in true Ashley form, but you still want to throw that girl under the bus, and you still got clacked the fuck down. So maybe that's why he's doing it. Maybe I'm thinking he's stupid and weak and all this other stuff, and maybe it is to son Hoezel. So if that's what's going on, I hope that's what the fuck is going on, then that's good. So I'll hit y'all with a video tomorrow. I know that, you know, Martin Lewis is coming out with, you know, his video is supposed to be tonight. So hopefully I can edit this before that and it don't crash this one. But anyway, yes, man. But, you know, those were my thoughts on that. So thank you guys. Never mind. Thank you guys for watching. I'll tell y'all later. And girl hands, girl hands, girl hands.